Hey, so here's another movement video. So in the first movement video, we talked about linear movement, right? Moving forward, moving back, to the left, and to the right. And you were supposed to practice that movement a little bit to get comfortable with your stance. Now we're gonna add this concept of angles and pivots, right? Because sometimes you're gonna wanna move on an angle and sometimes you're gonna wanna get out of the way, right? And that's where pivoting comes in. So just a quick refresh for your stance. It's feet shoulder width apart. Left foot forward, right foot back if you're right-handed, reverse if you're left-handed, knees are bent, hands are up. All right, so originally what we did is we focused on moving forward, moving back. What I want to see now is I want you to think that there's a V going out like this, right? So the point originates right where your feet are, and you're going to have two lines going out on an angle this way. So the step you're going to take now is you're going to angle out this way, and you're going to come back. Now you're actually going to step your right foot forward on that line and come back. So you step with your left on an angle, come back, step with your right on that angle and come back. So imagine someone's coming at you and you step, right? And they're coming right over this way. You're stepping this way now and getting a nice angle this way. Okay, so that's the angle movement that you're going to work on. Imagine that V moving out, two lines, step on this line, come back to the middle, switch your feet, step on this line, come back to the middle. Nice little exercise that's almost like a little bit of a cardio drill if you want, is you can just kind of step, switch, step, switch, step, switch, step, switch, step. The only thing you want to be careful about here is that you don't get stuck too long in the middle with your feet together, right? So if I'm over here, as soon as these feet switch, I got to move. Because what I don't want is I don't want my feet to get stuck together because that could throw me off balance, all right? So that's one exercise you can try is a switch step. So switch, angle, and remember, keep those hands up while you're doing it. The next movement I want you to practice is the pivot. So with the pivot, if my left foot is here, I'm here. All I want you to think is I want to pivot 45 degrees so that I'm going to be facing over there. Boom. So this foot doesn't move. This one's planting in the ground. This foot is pivoting out, right? So it's my hip pivoting out this way. So I'm facing you. Boom, I'm facing this way. Then I'm going to pivot back. So this foot's in the back. So this one, it's a little more dramatic. Why? Because this foot has to travel all the way here to the back. See that? So it's traveling all the way to the back. And then I can switch and work on it from the other side. So now I'm going to do a small pivot, 45 degrees, because my right foot's in front. So I'm pivoting 45 degrees, right? And then I'm going to do the bigger pivot, which is my left foot. Boom, right? So I'm pivoting off my left, which is back, so it's a longer movement because this leg has to travel further. Okay, so quick review. We are starting in this stance. We're working on angles, coming back, step, coming back. Then I can work on the switch step, right? So step, 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 step. And finally, I'm working on the pivot. So this foot pivots out. Right? I'm pivoting my hip out 45 degrees. Then I'm pivoting all the way back. Good. Then I switch my feet and I do the same thing. Pivot with the right. And then I pivot off my left foot, bringing my leg all the way back. Okay, again, all this stuff, it just needs practice and repetition. Lots and lots of repetition. So if you have any questions, send me a message. I can help you out. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.